I want to just share, just briefly, talk about something that I just watched, and I think it's so relevant when it comes to our financial life, making our financial decisions um, independently, even as business owners and everything. And throughout the week, I do things for just individual investors, but I also spend time on Fridays, working with entrepreneurs. And the interesting, thing is that entrepreneurs and people working in corporate America, like there's definitely a lot more in common than there is on differences between the discipline that it takes, to make either decision. If you decide to work for someone, that's a decision. It requires a tremendous amount of discipline um, and commitment to work for someone, just like starting your own business. But I was listening to just this little, I don't know, motivational minute that Will Smith shared, and it was about fault versus responsibility. And well, it wasn't. He didn't say it was fault, but he was just talking about um, that responsibility is the road to power is taking responsibility. And I was like, it's so true. And I think that everything about Afro economics could be summed up in taking responsibility. Quite often, when someone shares with us about financial things or financial empowerment, it's really more about the history of things that happened to us that were not our fault. And I really think that it's important that we know our history, that we know things that happen, things that are still happening, and be aware and understand that when things that you need to question. But the most empowering part of it, and I agree with Will Smith on this, that it's about responsibility, but we can bring that sense of responsibility where he says that the power is in taking responsibility into your finances, into your financial life, into your financial future. That's a big part of everything that I want you to start your Monday and start the rest of your life with knowing that that Afro economics is here for you. If you're the type of person who wants to take responsibility, you know, values taking responsibility, wants to have information, and I understand like it could be, not just something that was designed and it left us out, but it could be just something personally that happened to you, and you cannot stay there. Like people go through financial situations in their life that are not their fault. Someone may work for a company and the company mismanage the company money, and it puts you out of work, and you're not able, and say the worker isn't able to find a job. That's not your fault, but you have to take responsibility of keeping your financial house in order, though, because this has happened to you doesn't leave out the responsibility that you have for yourself. So um the thesis statement here, my point here is that definitely fault versus responsibility should be something that empowers us on a daily basis. Like something could happen, you're on your way to work, somebody cuts you off, you know, it's your responsibility to make sure that that does not slow down your day. It's our responsibility to make sure we have an understanding of what's on your credit report so that if you're trying to acquire something and it involves debt, that you know your credit score, because quite often we are overcharged when it comes to interest rates. So we have to take responsibility. I think that trying to make sure that that company looks out for you is a lot harder for me than for me to empower you on how to take responsibility and look out for yourself. So the power indeed is in taking responsibility for your financial future. I am JB Bryan, the President and Chief Investment Officer of JB Bryan Financial Group, a registered investment advisory firm and the home of Afro Economics. Check out my website, afroeconomics.com. I have it right here. And please take advantage of the comprehensive membership. I also have an introductory free membership, so click on membership. Also, check out all of my taking responsibility for yourself free workshops throughout the week. Have a great one. Please share this video with your friends. And please check me out at Afro Economics with JB Bryan on all of the social media, the major social media platforms.